cooling off after that torrid start from Juan Soto. For no hits in his last 13 at bats. Hey, get it out of the way before next Thursday.
We're still getting to know Soto, so I've never had the chance to ask him this question. And again, it's spring training. Paul O'Neill used to think that the 0 for 10s were going to become 0 for 20s, and that he was never going to get another hit. That's the way he approached those slumps.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how does Soto approach them as he rolls out to second. For the Yankees, get on the board. Oswaldo Cabrera trying to make sure he makes this roster. Goes out to right. It's 1-0 Yankees after 3.
From meat-free Monday to Sizzle Pan Sunday. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Greetings happen.
Hi, cutie.
Yeah, that's not good happens. Huge things happen. Home happens. Be there with Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now, get 1.9% APR for 72 months on Ford F-150, only at your local Ford store.
It's going to feel like home. It's going to be electric.
This is the Yankees flexing their muscles.
I think he's just going to elevate everybody in that lineup.
He has the right demeanor to pitch in the Bronx.
When you play in New York, the expectation is to win a championship.
This is the Yankees being the Yankees.
Up your fan engagement with Yes Rewards on the Yes app. What a move! Watch live games and earn points. Play the hottest games and score more. Earn status, then redeem your points to win.
Top of the 4th inning on the Montefiore-Einstein scoreboard. The Yankees a 1-0 lead on the Phillies. We get to chat now with the Yankees skipper, Aaron Boone. Aaron, Carlos Rodon has just looked sharp in command thus far today. What has stood out most to you through these 3 innings?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job with the fastball up and down today. Especially with some of these lefties having a little presence at the bottom, which helps out his slider a little bit more. Ooh, good pitch. But I feel like he's working quick and going to areas that he wants to get the ball to, and stuff looks pretty sharp today, especially coming off his last one where he was sharp. So hopefully get a little back-to-back here and get that pitch count up and keep on moving.
Aaron, you said at the outset of spring that you told Carlos essentially be yourself, and I think what that means too is that this guy's had some swagger when he's had success. How close is he to being that guy, the pitcher that the Yankees believed that they signed when they gave him that contract?
Yeah, I think with continued going out there and doing it, that swagger's going to hopefully get there to where we want it. What I've liked is the work. He has kept his nose down and just has sold out all winter and on into the spring. About the way I put it is, I want you to focus on being ready to go every 5th or 6th day, and that's where your focus is. So whatever happens within the given game, it's like, man, keep focusing on the every day. All right, what's my next day? What's my next day? All in line to get ready for that next start. I feel like if he keeps kind of those blinders on and that focus, if he can go to the post all year long, I feel we'll look up and the results will be there. But that's what I want him to focus on, and he's done a good job of that so far.
All right, Aaron, we know with Judge, We saw him doing some defensive work, actually even spending time with Bernie Williams out in center field. And I know he continues to not hit on the field, but hit indoors. Where do you have Judge at right now, and how's the progress?
Good. Another good day today. He had velocity yesterday inside. I know he's working on the breaking ball machine today, so he's came through today good to go and should be in there coming out of the off day on Wednesday. So yeah, he's good, ready to go.
And sticking with injury updates, Aaron, what's DJ LeMahieu's status?
Yeah, so we got all the testing back, x-rays and the CT scan and everything, and so avoided breaking the foot there, which was good. So he's got a pretty good bruise though, and he saw Mates, the foot specialist, is down here, who's familiar with DJ and thinks he's dealt with foot-wise over the last few years. So got pretty good news there. It's just going to be a day-to-day thing, and he's still pretty sore, but moving around a lot better today. And we'll see. You know, we'll kind of reevaluate it in kind of every 2-3 days to see where we're at. You know, I definitely think it's going to cost him some days here, but with all the imaging we got and the news we got today, feel like we should be in a good spot. But it's, you know, with the foot and with DJ, like, we're not going to battle through anything. Like, and he and I have talked about it, about making sure he's, you know, in fully healed up, ready to go, so we don't have any compromising and then you leak into another injury or anything like that. So good news this morning, because the way he went down was a little bit concerning, especially as tough as DJ is and the way he kind of wears things. I knew right away, like, you know, he was in some pain and it was bothering him, and we're a little nervous going to get those x-rays, but looks like we dodged a bullet there.
Aaron, with that in mind, knowing that those bruises can be a little fickle, conceivable that he's not ready for next Thursday?
Oh, that's, I don't know that.
Okay.
Like, hopefully not. I mean, hopefully he is ready, but again, it's like, this is not something we're gonna, you know, yeah, I don't want him playing through anything, you know, just for the sake of being there on a certain day. So it may be a couple days, and maybe we'll just see. We'll kind of reevaluate every 2 or 3 days as we go. Yes.
Well, Aaron, that's going to do it for our chat. Another smooth inning from Rodon. We appreciate the time as always. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that is Yankees skipper Aaron Boone joining us. 4 no-hit innings from Carlos Rodon, and some detailed updates from Aaron Boone.
From meat-free Monday to Sizzle Pan Sunday. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Greetings happen.
Hi, cutie.
Yeah, that's not good happens. Huge things happen.
I got into UC Davis.
Home happens. Be there with Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now, get 1.9% APR for 72 months on Ford F-150, only at your local Ford store.
Visit linkedbylovetv.org to learn more about kidney disease, transplantation, and prevention. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
This is New York. When the action heats up, we know how to get loud. Fact is, we love our Yankees, and we never miss a single game on Yes.
Oh, yes.
Headlined by the captain, Aaron Judge, and the newest superstar, Juan Soto. This season, don't miss Yankees baseball on Yes and the Yes app.
Hey, Wednesday night, catch the next spring training game on Yes as the Yankees take on the Pittsburgh Pirates under the lights at Steinbrenner Field. Live coverage starts at 6:30 on Yes and the Yes app. And Aaron Boone just told us that Aaron Judge should be returning to the lineup for that game. After he got through hitting today and was good to go, Aaron Boone saying he should be in there after the off day and in on Wednesday. As Gregory Soto, the new pitcher for Philadelphia. Montefiore Einstein scoreboard, 1-0 Yankees. Meanwhile, Rodon has looked really sharp today.
Well, if you had a wish list as Aaron Boone coming into this game, seeing Carlos Rodon do exactly what he is doing, would be at the top of that list. And I like the way that Boone described his marching orders for Rodon. It sounds like a cliche, but focus on the next task.
Yeah.
If today is your day to throw on the side, be great at that and put the blinders on. And I think some of that is because of what Rodon has to deal with coming off a rough season. He's going to hear about that 6.85 ERA from last year until he comes out and shows that he's the pitcher who doesn't have a 6.85 ERA, that he's somebody who is reliable and competent at the top of that rotation.
So lean into the work, and regardless of what happens in any given outing, focus right back in on the work. He's looked good through these first 4. Average fastball velocity has been 94.6. He's got lots of swing and misses. Torres, second straight at bat. We've seen Torres fall behind in the count and then work it full. Last time he ended up working a walk. See what he does here against Soto. Turns on that, rips it down the left field line. That one is going to go to the wall. Gleyber Torres with a smash double as Brandon Marsh retrieves it, and the Yankees with the leadoff man in scoring position.
One more look at this 3-2 pitch. Soto comes in with the fastball. Torres is right on it. And as we've already discussed, Ryan, the ability to show more plate discipline, you're going to get yourself into better counts. You get into a 3-2 count, it's a spot where the pitcher leading off an inning, he doesn't want to walk you. He's going to throw you something you can do some damage with. I think the strides that Torres made as a hitter last year are so valuable leading into this year.
He's looked really good this spring as well. Contract year, of course, as Jack talked about earlier. Stanton takes a strike, 1-1. Also wanted to dive back into some of what Aaron Boone was talking to us about. So the Judge stuff, obviously good news to get him back in there on Wednesday, according to Boone. The LeMahieu stuff, Aaron Boone said they got good news on all the imaging and the meeting with the foot specialist. But you could tell there still was a little, I don't know if it's concern, but just hard to be sure about exactly how long it might be before it clears up. And also a real insistence on not rushing DJ LeMahieu back, making sure that he is totally and completely healed before getting back, because we've seen what it looks like when DJ LeMahieu tries to play through a foot injury.
Right, that's what stood out to me too, Ryan, is when Boone told us no break, no fracture, all the tests have come back positive. He's got a bruise on the foot, but then he said he's going to miss some time. He's going to be down for some days because they don't really want to mess around with that foot from somebody who's had some foot issues. As you mentioned, he talked about being...
Well, Stanton cracks that, hit a center field right at Rojas. Torres tags and goes to third. So a productive first out and a hard hit one off the bat of Stanton. Runner on third, one out.
Now that's a positive for Stanton. We're going to go back to LeMahieu in a second, but this is high velocity and this is Stanton being on it. Yes, it resulted in an out. You could see the sigh there from him, but Soto brings the heat. And I am going to tell you, Ryan, that is as impressive from a Yankee perspective when it's Soto throwing his fastball as the home run he hit against Espino the other day, because that was an 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Stanton needs to show that that high velocity is something he can catch up with again, so that loud out is meaningful.
Here's Verdugo taking a strike.
Yeah, but they're not going to mess around with DJ LeMahieu. Yeah. That's what Boone was saying. And the Yankees have 10 days before opening day, and they're going to make sure that a guy they're going to rely on heavily this year is ready to go. And as you noted, Boone said they're not going to take any chances. We all point towards game 1 of the season and the fanfare and the pomp and circumstance. You've got 161 after that. So if you're not ready for that first game or that first series, there's still a lot of baseball you can contribute to.
Verdugo slaps a single to center field. Torres will score. The Yankee lead is 2-0 on the RBI single from Alex Verdugo.
Yeah, left on left. This is something you give Verdugo a lot of credit. I keep talking about Soto's velocity, but Verdugo staying right on that pitch, driving it to center field, and really solid at bat. And again, we should also point out, Ryan, we've got to let the next few days unfold, and let's see what happens with DJ LeMahieu.
Right, maybe let's see if he, a couple.
Right, exactly. If he has some at bats within the next however many days it ends up being. But the positive from Boone's perspective, no break, no fracture. They just want to be mindful of who he is and what kind of injuries he's had in the past.
Here's the 0-1 to Wells. Wells lines that into right center. That's a base hit. Verdugo's going to turn and go to third. A single from Austin Wells, and the Yankees really hitting Soto hard here in the 4th.
Yeah, I talked about Soto's velocity. It's not fooling the Yankees this inning. He averaged 98 miles an hour with his sinker last year, 99 with his four-seamer, but the Yankees have been on his pitches this inning, starting with Torres.
A trip to the mound now. So Carlos Francisco warming in the bullpen for the Phillies. You've had 4 hard hit balls, though, off the bat of Yankee hitters in this 4th inning against Soto. The Wells stash really is strong. Think about just like what a mustache should look like. You know, Austin Wells kind of gets it done.
You're really leaning in on the facial hair, huh?
I am. Here goes Wells, headed for second, and that's rare. Austin Wells had gone many a year without getting thrown out until last season. And we saw a stolen base earlier in the spring. Here he gets thrown out.
So I talked to him about this in Tampa because, as you said, he had a streak of 55 out of 55 dating back to college in his college summer days, and then he got thrown out last year at AAA. It was in August of 23, and he was irked after the game that he got thrown out. And so he usually tries to pick his spots, and in that situation, the Phillies are the team that ends up winning that battle.
His reaction in the dugout afterwards, yeah, bewildered.
So Ryan, real quickly, as we're watching this inning unfold and you see Verdugo hanging in there and getting a hit and Wells getting a hit, you look at Soto and his stuff and you say this guy must be murder on lefties. He gave up 10 hits in 88 plate appearances to lefties this year. So to see him give up back-to-back hits against lefties, even in a spring training game, that's a rare sight.
It's a great point. Just misses on Grisham. Grisham, actually a rare guy with reverse splits, hits lefties much better than righties. 2 of the last 3 seasons has had really strong numbers against left-handed pitching.
And then, as our Jeff Nelson has pointed out, the top hand thumb on the bat.
Yeah.
Where Grisham has his thumb on the bat is unlike anything you would ever teach a hitter or anything you've ever seen. But it's obviously a comfort level for him, and he's at the major league level doing it that way.
Throws away the sunglasses. It is so interesting, Jack. Can you think of anyone who you've seen with the thumb completely extended on the top of the bat like that?
Could I say Ty Cobb?
That's the one example I was thinking.
That's about the only thing I'm thinking of is it.
Swinging there. Flies it into left for the final out of the fourth. But the Yankees get another run, an RBI single from Verdugo. We go to the fifth. Rodon back out there.